Dear attendees, before we begin our workshop today, there are a few house rules. Firstly, please ensure your microphones are muted when you are not speaking to avoid any disruption throughout the event. Secondly, please do not play with the record control button as well as the spotlight button to not disturb the viewing experience of others. And last but not least, we highly encourage everyone to turn on your webcam to make this session more engaging. Also, please be reminded that this event will be recorded. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is my greatest pleasure to welcome all of you to the MS365 workshop. I'm Shiva, your MC for tonight. Our aim for this workshop is to help and guide the students on how to optimize the use of your MS365 account. Therefore, the first session of our workshop, Microsoft Word, was successfully held yesterday. So today we will be continuing with the Microsoft Excel workshop. This is a very important workshop as we as engineering students will be using MS Excel frequently to do our assignments and project works. So it is essential for us to have a good understanding on how to use MS Excel to its full capacity. For today's session, our instructor is a fourth-year mechanical engineering student at University of Malaya. He is also a dual list holder for 6 consecutive semesters. He has completed his Microsoft Excel course in Udemy. He has also participated in Microsoft Excel Essential Training organized by UTP. Besides that, he is also currently doing internship projects which requires the use of Microsoft Excel a lot. It is my pleasure to introduce our instructor for today's workshop, Mr. Khairul Anwar bin Muhammad Razali. Reminder to all the attendees, if you have any questions for the instructor, please type it in the chat box and our committees will choose a few to be answered by the instructor during the Q&A session. Thank you for your cooperation. For your information, here are some materials prepared by Mr. Khairul. It is available in the Google Drive link provided in the chat box. So don't forget to download these materials as they will be used during the exercise session during the workshop. Also, please be informed that all the attendees will be getting a mystery gift sponsored by one of our sponsors, Monster. Now, without further ado, I would like to pass the floor to our instructor, Mr. Khairul, to begin with our workshop tonight. Mr. Khairul, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Shiva. Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay.
Yes, Mr. Khairul, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I am Khairul Anwar. You can call me Anwar. I am a fourth year mechanical engineering student, which also means that I have done a lot of lab reports. That is the objective for today, for you to familiar with the Excel to do the lab report, especially for the first year student. Before that, I am sorry for my poor English. It has been a while since I communicate with someone in English during this pandemic. So may I know where are you guys from? If you are from Faculty of Engineering, may I know your department? And if you are not from engineering faculty, which faculty are you? Can you put in the chat? May I see? I want to know how many mechanical engineering. Oh, okay, Vince mechanical, electrical here. Okay, come on. Biomedical also, okay. Faculty Science, Electrical, Biomed. Oh, there's no civil. Oh, okay, the first civil. Oh, Faculty of Science. There are two people, okay, in Faculty of Science. FSSS. Oh, okay. Okay, BME. BME stands for what? For everyone else? BME? Oh, Biomed. Okay, okay. Not familiar. Okay. Then I can see that many EE here. EE is dominating in this chat. Okay. Are there any outside UM students? I don't think so. Are there any outside UM? Okay, I don't think so. So first of all, I am not an expert in Excel. I just want to share basic Excel. If you are already good in Excel, then this workshop might not for you. Might be not for you. So this workshop I think is good because I know about the useful of Excel when I was in third year. It was so late. You guys are very lucky to be here in the Excel workshop, especially for the first year student. So Excel is generally used for business purpose to analyze data and act as a database. But in university, we generally use for lab reports and for projects, especially the registration part. It has many functions, but it depends on why you want to use it. This Excel, for engineering, this one is especially for engineering. It's very important in the engineering world because based on my internship experience, my position is at the cost engineering. So I'm dealing with costs that fully using Excel. Until my supervisor said to me that the engineer here can be called Excel engineer because every day we need to use Excel at work. Also PowerPoint. But not only for my situation, many of my friends also said to me that they are using Excel for their work. So this is very, very important. So let us start. If you have any question, you can just put in the chat box. So without further ado, let's open your Excel. Okay, if you want to do together with me, sure. If you want to listen only, also can. So I'm sharing my screen now. Uh, okay. Shiva, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay. So let's see. Once you open the Excel, you will see this kind of interface. Do not worry, this might be so confusing, but I will explain one by one. Okay, what you can see here is there are so many boxes that you can see. Okay, these boxes are called cell. This is a cell, multiple cell, and each cell has a name. We can name the cell. Okay, you can see the columns here are labeled by alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, and rows here are labeled by number 1, 2, 3, 4. So we name the cell by saying its column and row. Like this one, this is a G5. G5. For example, for this cell, C8. C8. Okay, or you can see here. Okay, this is the name of the cell, C8. So if I go here, this is G25. G for the column and 25. Okay, that's the basic for the boxes. Next, about the sheet. As you can see here, this is sheet 1. I can add the sheet 2, sheet 3. This sheet can be called as pages. Okay, page 1, page 2, page 3. This overall Excel, we call it Excel workbook. You can see above here is called book. And this sheet can be called page. Page 1 for this book, page 2 for the book, page 3. And so I can also name the sheet. Okay, for example, page 1, I want to name it as mechanical. Okay, how do I rename the sheet? Just double click. Double click. Okay. Or you can right click and then you select rename here. Okay, this one I call it electrical. And sheet 2, double click, I name it as civil. And lastly, double click, I rename it as biomedical. Biomedical. Okay, you can drag the, for example, if you want mechanical to be the last, you can go this mechanical, drag, hold to the last one. You can see the mechanical is now moved to the last. Okay. You can arrange by dragging. Like here, electrical for the last, put in the last there. Okay, that's it for the sheet. Okay, last one. Put it back. Okay, and above here, it is called ribbon. Okay, ribbon, it has home, insert type, page layout, formulas, data, review, view. There are so many, but you don't have to know everything. You just need to know things that you need. Most usually only home and insert and data, kind of. Okay, so everything here you don't need to know. And don't worry, I will go one by one later. Okay. Other than that, okay, this one is similar like Microsoft Word that you learned yesterday. Okay, now to insert the data in this cell, you can just put, for example, I can select this cell. For example, okay, in the A5 cell, I put it name. Okay, I want to make a table name. And okay, name. Okay, if you want to go to the right cell, you can select or you can just press tab. Okay, tab, tab, tab. This is the shortcut button. Okay, shortcut you can use to improve your efficiency. Tab, tab, tab. Okay, again, tab. Here I want year of study, and then tab again. Department. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I want to put the real name. So, let's see who we got here. Uh, okay, so Chong Yu Wei, are you here? Let's put your data here. Chong Yu Wei. Oh, it's like a lecturer calling out names. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Okay, you are not here. Let's see. Then the one. Okay, maybe one of the committee. Okay. How about okay lah, Vince. Okay, so I want to put Vince here. Okay, what is the year of study?
Year 2. I mean year 3. Sorry.
What, year 2?
Year 3, year 3.
Oh, year 3. Okay, department?
Mechanical.
Mechanical. Okay, let's another one. Put us Megat Haziq. Are you here? Okay, Megat Haziq or not? Okay, it's okay, it's okay. I don't have any punishment. Okay lah, Iqbal. Iqbal. Are you here? Oh, Faculty of Built Environment.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I put your data here. For example, Iqbal, year of study?
Year 2.
Year 2.
Yes.
Okay, tab, and then your department? Oh, built environment, right? Okay, I put environment lah. Okay, let's see the last one. The last one. Maybe I can call okay, Nuzulaika. Oh, dia 101. Okay. Nuzulaika binti Zulkifli. Are you here?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. What's your year of study?
First year.
First year, your department?
EE.
EE. Okay. Okay, for example, now I have their data. Okay, you can see how I type, how I insert the data. And then, okay, I want to add a new column. For example, I want to put a new column 1, 2, 3, or a number, I mean, column number 1, 2, and 3. But the name column here is already at the last. So how do I do? Just right click for the column here. Okay. You can select the entire column by press the column here. Okay, right click and insert. okay, the data will be shifted to the right and your A column will be a new column. So I want put number here. So I put 1, 2, and 3. You can also put a new row. For example, okay, row 7, I want to put another else data. So right click to the row and insert. Okay. Oh, I forgot. If you want to zoom in and zoom out like this, this is the manual. Okay, you can see here it says plus minus. Okay, minus to zoom out and plus to zoom in, or the shortcut control and mouse wheel. Control and mouse wheel. Okay, now zoom here. Okay, if you want to delete the cell, delete the row or delete the column, just the same method, right click and then delete. You can also clear content. There are different between delete and clear content. If you delete, the data from the right will be shifted to the left. For example, okay, I want to delete this year of study column. Right click and delete. Okay, see the department goes to the left. Okay, now I want to redo. You can press this, or you can see the shortcut is Control Z. So Control Z. Okay, now I undo. Okay, now if I click clear content, what it can be, it will clear the content, but the data from the right will not be shifted. Okay, see? Okay, the data in this column will be clear. There are no data. Okay, that is the difference. And then, as you can see, you can see this Vince or Iqbal in two ways. For example, this is in the cell, or you can see it in the, we call it as formula bar. Okay, this is the cell and this is the formula bar. You can edit in this cell, just double click, edit here, or you can just go to the formula bar and edit in the formula bar. Hi, okay. It can automatically edit both. Okay, what is the difference then between the cell and the formula bar? I will tell later. Okay, now, as you can see here, year of study, it is not showing all. It only shows year of, but the study is not fully shown, like in this formula bar, year of study. But in the cell, it is not fit. So how do I fit in? You can adjust the width. Okay, you can see if I put my cursor in this middle between C and D column, I can adjust the width just like this. Okay, I want it so big, I want it just nice. Or what can I do? I can just double click so that it will automatically fit in the entire text. For example, okay, I double click, okay, it goes just nice. For example, the column A, I double click, okay, so this is the just nice for the number column. Similar to the row, okay, I can adjust the row height like this, or I can just double click like this. And then that, you can see if the width is not what can I call to fit in, you cannot see. But for the department, you can see it intercept the column E. You can see full. How you if you adjust the width, for example, so small, you can still see the entire text. Not like the column C, you cannot see the entire text. How? Why? Because it does not have any data beside the cell. For example, this cell is department, but another one, E, is nothing. So if I put something here, the data in this cell it will not shown full, because it has been blocked by this cell. See, department, you cannot see full. So if I delete this cell, just backspace or delete, and then you can see the entire text again. Okay, what else? You can also do hide the column. For example, I don't want to see the year of study column. So I just right click and then press hide. So, okay, hiding the column does not mean that you delete it. You just hide. You don't want to see it. So how to get to see the column back? You can see this between the column there is a single bar, but in this B and D there are two bars because we hide C column. So how to get the C back? You can double click like this, or I redo, right click and then unhide. Wait, here right click and unhide like this. But I prefer double click because faster. Similar to the column, you can right click for the row. Similar to the row, you can right click to the row and hide the row, hide the row. And then if you want to get it back, just double click. Oh wait. Okay, double click and double click. Okay. So now I have the data. How do I save this file? So if you are new to the Microsoft, okay, similar like Microsoft Word, you go to the file, okay, you go to the save as or save. Okay, for the first time, you go to save as, and then for the next time, you can just save. Okay, save as, browse, where do you want to save it? For example, I want to save at here, this folder. Okay, I rename it as testing 1. Okay, you can save as many things, PDF, CSV, but okay, you don't have to do it if you don't want. Just save as type Excel and save. Okay, and then if you want to, okay, for example, if I add anything and I want to save, you can just Control S. Okay, Control S is the short form to save. So you don't have to go to the file and save like this. Just Control S. Okay, you can see the data is saved here. Or if you want to print, okay, this you can see there are layouts. Okay, if I press here, okay, at the bottom, besides the zoom option, there is a page layout, and this one. Okay, this one we use if we want to print the Excel. So this would be the interface your Excel your print would be. So you can adjust here. Okay, so if you go to the print shop and you want to print, you can this will be the result lah. Okay, now edit it back normal. Okay, so far, do you have any questions before I go to the next part? Is my line clear? I don't have connection issue, right? Okay.
No, sir.
If no question, then I go to the next part. Okay. So, in Excel, the famous part in Excel, we can do formula, insert formula. How? Okay, wait. Okay, if you want to insert formula in Excel, okay, firstly, the most important part, don't forget to put equal sign. Okay. Equal sign. Okay, later I will tell you. Okay, this one is very, very important lah. Okay, now I increase it. Okay. After that, there are 3 types of formula that I will teach you. Okay, so types of formula. There are 3. First one is basic operation, which is plus, minus, multiply, and divide. And then mathematical function, summation, average, and all mathematical function. And lastly is textual function. This one, for example, the famous one, the VLOOKUP function and other things. Okay, so starting from the basic operation. For example, I have data here. I put here 2. Wait, here. 2 and below lah. 2 and 5. No. 9 and 5. So I want to put the summation here. I want to put multiply here and subtract. Okay. So for the sum part, I want this data to be added. 9 plus 5. How do I do it in Excel? Okay. Listen carefully. If you don't know about this, press equal. Okay. Don't forget to press equal. This is so important, or else you won't get any formula. Equal, and then just choose this cell E13, E13, or you can just type E13 also can, but I prefer just click the reference. Okay, if this quality dispatcher your internet. Is my internet is good?
Yes, yes.
Okay. E13 and plus, okay, shift, I don't know. Okay, shift equal, you get plus this cell E14, and then enter. You will get 14. So this the how you put the formula, the basic operation. Multiply equal 9. Multiply in here, shift 8 for the asterisk. If you like to coding C++ or C, okay, you know the operation for multiply is asterisk, and E14 here equal, you will get 9 times 5 is 45. Okay, and then for subtract equal this cell, click minus this cell and equal. Okay, so 9 minus 4 is 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, right now you can see in this cell it shows value 14, but in this formula bar it shows formula E13 plus E14. So that is the difference between the cell and the formula bar. Okay, multiply it shows 45, but the formula bar is shown E13 times E14. Okay, so what do we do with this knowledge? In engineering, we need to deal with a lot of formula. So, for example, I have the mass and velocity. What I want to find is kinetic energy. Okay, so mass from 10 kg, 20, and 30, 40. Velocity random 13, 24, 37, and 49. Okay, kinetic energy, the formula is half mv squared. Okay, half mv squared 1 over 2 times with m times with v squared. V squared, just put here. Half mv squared. So how do we put in the formula? Equal 1 over 2, or you can just put 0.5. Both also can. Multiply, this is half m. Okay, don't do like this 0.5 times mass, no. Okay, multiply this mass 10. Okay, we do row by row. So kinetic energy for this row, the mass is 10 and the velocity is 13. So multiply again with velocity I14, and then square. Square is this arrow symbol, square, and press equal. You will get the kinetic energy half mv squared. Okay, you can see the calculator if you don't believe me. And so if I want to find kinetic energy for this row, do I need to do the same thing over and over, repeat 1 over 2 again, 1 over 2 times with the mass here again? Okay, no need. Okay, if you want to do the repeating work, you can just autofill. How do you autofill? You can see here, if I move my cursor to the very bottom right, there is a plus symbol. Plus symbol. Okay, you can drag this symbol below, and then it can automatically autofill the same exact formula. So you can see here 0.5 times with H15 this row, and then I15, this row. Okay. This one also half times 30 times 37 squared. Okay. Or what you can do, you can double click. Okay, if you don't want to drag because for example the data is so many, if you want to drag, you just need to put hole like this. Okay. So you can just double click and it automatically uh, autofill. Okay, you can see the pattern. Well, if I autofill the box here, okay, H14 here, if I want to do the below, this row, the row 15, it will automatically autofill the H15. If this 16, it will automatically do H16. Okay, the box will go, it will follow the row. So what if the mass is constant? For example, it does not have this. It only has uh, 10. Mass is constant. So how do I find the kinetic energy? If I do like this, okay, 0.5 times with this mass and times with this velocity squared, I can get this row. But if I autofill, you will get nothing because it will times this cell which has none. So what do I do? That is the log function. Okay, because we want the red box to move, but we don't want the blue box to move. Okay, we want the blue box to stay here, and the red box will go to the below. How? Okay, this one I delete. So goes to this formula bar. But it seems small. I hope you can see this formula bar. Okay, H14 is the box that we want to lock. We don't want this box to move. So just highlight this H14. Okay, and then press F4. Okay, this one is so important. The shortcut is F4. Okay, and you will see the currency unit here. It means that the box has been locked. So if I move autofill again, then it can fit in. Because of why? Okay, this row, the blue box is already locked and it will not move. Okay. What if I lock this I14? Okay. Okay, I lock this I14. So what do you think will happen to this data? Okay, who knows? Can you put in the chat? I want to see if you understand. If I log I14 and H14 and then I autofill, what the data would be? 845. Yes, correct. Amma equal. So if I autofill, everything is 845 because it has been locked. So okay, now to unlock, just press F4 again. Enter. Okay, autofill again. Okay, enough of that. And now, if I want to do mathematical function, for example, I want, okay, what is the total of velocity? 30 plus 24 plus 37 plus 49. Of course, you can do equal this one plus this one plus this one plus this one. And then you will get 1, 2, 3. But, oh, nice number. Okay, but it is, what if the data has 100? So you cannot add everything manually. So that is when the mathematical function comes in. Okay, we want the summation. So equal, okay, equal is very important. Sum. Okay, this one is mathematical function. Now I'm doing this part, mathematical function. Sum. Okay, I want this sum. Okay, there are so many functions you can learn later. So this is how do we use. Okay, everything is caps lock, and then number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay, you can just select this range. Okay, you don't need to just select one. You can hold it and select everything up until 49 and then close the bracket. Okay, equal sum the range that we want to add and then close the bracket, enter. There you get 1, 2, 3. It's easier if you want to, this is the sum. Okay, what if I want to do the average? Okay, average, what the formula is this, the summation 13 plus 24 plus 37 plus 49 divided by 4. That is the formula. So if you don't want to do manually, you can just put equal average. Okay, choose this one and then select this range, close the bracket, equal, you will get 30.75. Okay, other than that, okay, for example, I want to see what is the maximum number here, 13, 24, 37, 49. Of course, the answer is 49. So if you want to use the function to find it for us, equal max, okay, max this range, close the bracket and equal, you get 49. Okay, so the maximum value in this range is 49. Okay, you can play around with the formula. It has so many. You can go to this formula ribbon and see this one. You can see there are a lot of mathematical function here. Okay, it's up to you if you want to learn. Also I have given the given the module, the shortcut and the function. If you can master these two, okay, but the function and the shortcut you don't have to know everything. Just know what it can do, so that if you happen to do something and then you will remember, oh, Excel can do like this, and then you can refer it back. Okay, so move on. I have teach this basic operation. Okay, mathematical function I have touched. So lastly is the textual function. Okay. For example, where do I put it? Okay. For example, my name is Khairul Anwar. Okay. And then I just want oh wait. Khairul Anwar, if I put many blank boxes, okay, you can see Khairul, there are so many blank. Okay, this one are important if you are in the project and you are in the registration part. Okay, you want to correct the data cleaning. So equal trim, okay, trim, and then select this cell and then close the bracket and equal, it will remove the unnecessary spaces. Okay, other than that, what can we do for the textual? Okay, for example, I want to do everything, it must be in capital. For example, you do in the Google form and then okay, you get the database like this, so many names, but you forgot, oh, the name must be capital letter. So you can just put here equal upper and then select the range or the select the cell that you want to the capital letter, close, and then enter. So everything is in capital letter. So that's how you modify the data. Okay, delete. For example, okay, this one I think might be so important. VLOOKUP function. Okay, this VLOOKUP. You might have heard this from anywhere because this function is very powerful. Okay, now what is the function of VLOOKUP really? Okay, VLOOKUP, the function is you want to look up the value. Okay, for example, I want to see Iqbal. Okay, I want to search Iqbal department. Okay, for example, this data, it has so many, like 500. So I don't know, it's hard to find Iqbal's name. Okay, so I just want to know Iqbal's department, which is the built environment. So how do I do it? Okay, equal VLOOKUP. Okay, if you can see the formula here, you can just press tab. And then, okay, the first one is lookup value. Okay, the VLOOKUP function equal VLOOKUP. Okay, the first thing you need to put is what you want to find. Okay, and then the second one is the table. And then the third one is the column that you want to see. Want to see, and the last one, just put 0. Okay, this is the formula for VLOOKUP. If you did not understand, okay, what you want to find, table, the column you want to see, and 0. So what you want to find? Okay, I want to find Iqbal's name. Okay, click the Iqbal's name, B10, comma, and then the table. Okay, the table is here. You don't need to select the entire table. You just need uh the important part. Okay, the number is here is not important, so just select from the name and towards the end. Okay, and then after you select comma, the column that you want to see. Okay, I want to see the department, so it is in this column. Okay, from here, this is column 1, this is column 2, and this is column 3. So column 3 that I want to find, and then lastly, just put 0. So just put 0. And then close the bracket and equal, you will get build environment. Wait. Oh, wrong. Oh, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? It has been a long time since I used this function. Wait. Is it 2? Okay. The function cannot detect. Why? Okay. I tested just now. It's okay. If anyone the committee knows what is the problem. Okay.
Maybe just choose the name column.
Oh, but it needs the entire. We need to select the department column. Wait, I forgot lah. That's unit. No, should not be like this. Okay. I forgot lah how to do VLOOKUP. But later I will check again. Don't worry, I will check again. So next thing, okay, to catch up the time, there is also data formatting. For example, this data, you can go to this home tab. Okay, you can see this is a general. You can see you want this column to be a number, a currency, accounting, or a date, time, percentage, a fraction. Okay, usually we want just to the number. Okay, number, it will have the decimal point. Okay, to increase the decimal point, you can see there, this is to increase the decimal, this is to decrease the decimal. So okay, if I click here, the decimal point will be larger. So if I click here, I will remove the decimal point. Okay, usually we only up to the 2 decimal point. Or you can just go to here, number format. You can see the small arrow here. Click here and then, okay, number, you can adjust the decimal number. Okay, if you want the data to have the comma, you can just click here. Okay, the comma, the function is like this. For example, 10,000. Okay, so I want it has to separate the comma. So there. 100,000, it has comma. So you can easy to read. Yes, you can see the function here also changes because this function is to find the maximum between this range. I changed this number to 100,000, so the maximum is 100,000. Okay, now I undo. Undo. Okay. What else? Okay. The important thing in this one is the date. For example, I want 2 May 2021. Okay, this is custom. I don't want it's custom. I want it to be a date, short date or long date. Okay, or you can just press here, number format, goes to the date. Okay, date. Okay, you can choose what you want the format is. 14. Okay, you want like this one, or you want it has the days. Okay, okay, you will select like this, or you can adjust here. Okay, you want the months to be to the left one. Okay, May is the 5th month, or the normal one like this. This is not normal. We usually use this kind. Yeah, 2 May 2021 like this. This is to format the date. Okay. What else? Okay, now I will teach you on the copy and paste. Okay, there are several type of copy paste. For example, I want to copy this one. Iqbal. Okay, wait, this one I delete first. Okay, I want to copy Zulaika. I can right click and copy or cut. Okay, the difference between copy and cut, copy you will duplicate, but cut you will remove the other one. Okay, so for example, I want copy, and then if I want to paste, I can just paste. There are many type of paste: standard paste, values, formulas, transpose, formatting, and link. Okay, what is the difference? Okay, so oh, it has a shortcut. If you want to copy, just Control C, and if you want to paste, Control V. Okay, but I do not recommend to paste like that. Okay, for example, if you want to cut, Control X. Okay, this for example, I do Control C and Control V here. It will duplicate. But if I do Control X and Control V here, okay, it will remove the original version. Okay, now I undo. Okay, you can see the box has dotted lines moving. It is, which means that it is ready to be transferred. So this one I have copied. So I want to paste. Okay, this paste, standard paste, it means that it pastes the formulas and the format. For example, I want to color this cell. Okay, this one I want to color. Okay, to the yellow. So if I Control C and Control V, it will paste the formulas and the format like this. If I right click, or I just want to paste the values, it does not copy the format, it just paste the values. Or I right click, if I want to paste the formulas, okay, this one it is same because the values and the formulas is the same. Okay, if for example I copy this sum, this sum, E13 plus E14, 9 plus 5. So if I copy and then I paste, if I copy the standard copy, it will give you the wrong answer. See, I copy 14, but then why if I paste I got 0? Because it copies the formula. Okay, it copies the formula is the above 9 plus 5. So it also does the same thing. The top two above, how do I call it? It sum this cell B10 and B11. So okay, delete. If I copy again, So if I want to paste the value, just copy and paste as values. So if we get 14, it does not copy the formula. Okay, or I can copy the formula only. So it copies this formula again, but it does not copy the format. Okay, so for example, the format I color it as yellow again. Now I want to copy and then paste as okay. If I send it paste, it paste the format and the formulas. If I want to paste the formula only, okay, it does not copy the format. Okay, and then other things is copy and then paste. Okay, transpose later. Okay, formatting, you want the format only. You want the yellow part only. And then lastly is the link. Okay, link is if you change something here. For example, I change 20. The data will also connects it connects what's called the original version. If the original version changes to 20, then your paste data will convert to 20 also. So that are the differences between the copy and paste. Okay. For example, now you want to delete this yellow. How do you delete this yellow? It has two methods. You cannot just simply backspace or delete. Okay, I have tried it and you cannot delete this yellow. So you can color it as white, but it will affect the border. Or you can just go to this home tab. You can see clear here, clear all. This one you can ignore. Just clear all, and the cell will be like the original version. Okay. Okay, other than that, what you can do here. Okay, this one I don't want the color. Okay, now I will teach you about the formatting the cell. So, okay, this one. Wait, no, this one. Okay, I want this cell to be bigger. For example, okay, I want you can adjust the font size here like 12, 14. Okay, for example, I want to put it 12 and then I want the font to be different. You can change the font, but I rarely seen someone change the font because I think the default one is already good. So for example, I want to put Times New Roman. Okay, that you always see in the Microsoft Word. You can see. And then adjust back. And then, okay. If you want to do subscript or superscript, okay, for example, kan, like this formula, half mv squared. How do I do this squared to go as a power? Okay, so example, so v squared. Now I want this two to be the power. So how do I do it? Okay, you can select this and then goes to this font setting. Okay, here in this home tab, it has the small arrow here. Click, and then it has right through if you want to cancel it, superscript if you want to be the power, subscript if you want to be the bottom. For example, if I want to do the power, just click the superscript effect and then press OK. Okay, for this setting, if you want to adjust the size, if you want to bold, if you want to adjust the font. Okay, and then press OK. And then the two here will be squared. Or you can select these two again, font settings to be subscript. And then the two will be below here. Okay. So for example, I want to adjust this table. So the first thing I want this header to be bold. For example, and then what can I do? Okay, I can also adjust the font color. For example, this title, I want the font color to be blue, like this. Oh, no. Not beautiful. Red, okay. You can adjust like this. And then you can also put border. Okay, if you want to put the border, you can see here. These are the border setting. Okay, it has bottom border, top border, left and right border. But usually in your level, in university level, we can always do all borders. If you want to your table to be more beautiful, you can go explore. Okay, it has so many type of border. You can choose the border to be color, different color blue. Okay, but usually border is black. If you want to adjust the border line, you want the border to be this type or this type. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, but in to do the lag report, you only need to know this all borders. And then it will set the all borders. Okay. And then you can also color the cell like I did this one, yellow. Color the cell, this one. Okay, I want to color this as green or blue. Okay, green lah. Okay, so now my header has color. What else I can do? Alignment. You can see I don't want this number to be on the right side. So how do I do? Okay, go. It's similar like word. Okay, go to the center or to the left. Okay, and this one, it for the horizontal moving, and this above here is for the vertical moving. Okay, for example, if I adjust the height, okay, you can see this data, the data is at the below. So I want it to be at the center. So just click here, and now the data is centered. And I can adjust this one to be centered as well. Okay, but I don't want. Undo. Okay. So this is the alignment part. Okay, usually I just select all and I want all of it to be centered. Okay, other than that, what you can do is wrap text. For example, this build environment. Okay. For example, I don't want this wait, this one is okay. I don't want this view of study because the data here is so small, 3 to 1. So it does not need so long what is called column. So I adjust the column, but then I cannot see the full. So but I want the student to continue below. Okay, for example, this one I can, if you can see here in the home tab, there is option wrap text. Okay, so I press here and then the study will be go to below. Now you can see the entire text. Okay, select all, select centered, and select in the middle. Okay, it's much better. Or you can also merge cell. For example, I want what kind? Okay, for example, data example. Okay, I want this to be here. Okay, it intercept the D column, but I don't want it to be intercept, so I can select these two cell and then merge and center. It has many, but the important one is merge and center. Press this cell will be merged. Now C and D has merged into one cell. Okay, what else you can do? Okay, now I'm playing with this one. What you can do conditional formatting. Where can you find it? I think in the data. Conditional formatting. Oh, I forgot. Conditional home. Oh, this one, conditional formatting. Okay, at the home tab, you can see conditional formatting. This one, you can explore more, but I will show you the example. For example, I want to highlight if, okay, if the greater than, for example, I want to, if the data is more than to select this cell and then conditional formatting, highlight. Okay, if this data is less than, oh no, greater than 1, I want it to be filled with uh, yellow fill. Or I can just custom. Okay, you can custom the color and everything. Or you can just do the default one, green or light red. And then press OK. So any number that has that is greater than 2. Oh, I put 1. Wait, I forgot. Okay. Highlight cell greater than or greater than 1. It will turn to red like this. Okay, I do it again. If the number is equals to 2, and then it will turn to yellow like this. So now if it's 2, is it yellow? So that is conditional formatting. You can do your own condition to format. Okay, other than that, okay, page view. Okay, sudah. Freeze panes. For example, if you have so many data, and then for example, if you scroll down, you cannot see the header. So for example, you are confused. There are two numbers here, 3 and 1. So where is the year of column, year of study column? Is it in the A column or C column? You forgot. Okay, for example, you forgot. So how do, if the data has so many, and then you want to go scroll back to check this title, this header, it might be difficult because it has so many data. So what you can do, okay, goes to the cell below it. Okay, for example, you want to see this header, so go to the data below it. Or you can choose one Vince, this one or this one. But I prefer the left one also if it does have so many data, so many column, and then you cannot see this number column anymore. Okay, so just also pick the cell right beside it. For example, I don't want to forget this number column and this row. And then go to view. Okay, go to view and then freeze pane. Freeze pane. Okay, now what you can see now, the header will follow you everywhere. So that you will not forget about the header anymore. The same like this. Okay, the number will follow you everywhere. You can see. Okay, that is the function of freeze panes. Okay, now I unfreeze it back. Okay, I think that's all the basic that you need to know. And right now you can do the exercise that I have been given. Okay, I give you 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, you can do the exercise that I gave you in the Google Drive that the committee has sent to you. Oh, thank you for answering. Where this one? Okay, this one. You go here and then you can see the exercise tab, exercise file. Okay, you can do the exercise. Okay. With that, we take 5 minutes break, and then we will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cairo, for sharing your knowledge with us. So I'm pretty sure all of you need a quick break right now. So let us take a 5-minute break. In the meantime, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our honorable sponsors of the Engineering Festival 2021. Without their strong and relentless support, this event would have not been possible. So let us watch an appreciation video on our sponsor partners. Please enjoy. again, thank you to our honorable sponsors for the generous support. Now let us resume our break. Reminder to all the attendees, if you have any questions, please drop it in the chat box. Thank you.
Okay, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Uh, okay, I believe everyone's doing the exercise. So let's start to show. Okay, before that, I want to correct myself again. The VLOOKUP that I have shown you. Oh, wait. Is everyone ready? Can you do something like anything here? Laugh, applause, if you are ready. What is called? I don't know. Oh, I think you can raise hand. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, there are some people ready. Okay, so let me correct my VLOOKUP function. Okay, this lookup function is correct, but I did not get the the data that I want because of case sensitive. I don't know where did I go wrong. Maybe I put a small I or in something. The data must be similar. If this the I is in capital, so this also need to be in capital I. So for example, if I change it to small I, oh no, this is leakable. Okay, small I. Oh, this is small I. Or if I change to capital I, or also can. Oh, this is not the case sensitive. Then I don't know what's wrong. Okay, for example, I put Zulaika. Okay, now it is EE. It shows the department. Okay, the function is again is firstly is what do you want to find? Okay, I want to find Zulaika's name and then the table. So I select the table and then the column that I want to see is this column, which is the third column, 1, 2, and 3, and then 0 or the one that you always use. The false also can, but as Chris mentioned, it can use boolean, which is 0 or 1. Okay, in my case, I put 0. I'm so lazy to type false. Okay, so let's start back. Okay, now equals VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP tab. You can see up here, VLOOKUP tab. First, what is you want to find is Zulaika's name in this table, comma. I want to see the third column, comma, and then 0. Close, and then enter. There you can see. If I change this is to Vince, then you can get the mechanical here department. Oh, I want to see the year of study. So I change the third column into the second column. Then I will get year of study. Enter. So Vin is third year. If I change to Iqbal back, it will get second year. Zulaika, you will get the first year. That is the function of VLOOKUP, a very powerful function. Oh, and then I forgot to add something. What if, okay, what if you want to, for example, my name, what can I do? Name. And then I want to put my name below. So if I press enter, it will goes to the below cell. But I want to put my name in this cell. But I want to put it below. To add another line here, okay, the shortcut is alternate enter. Okay, alternate enter. Alternate enter, you can see my name goes like this. So Anwar. So my name is in the below. If I want to put it more below, just press alternate enter. Alternate enter. So my name is quite far. Can see? Okay. Just like that. Okay, so let's move on back to the exercise that I give you. This one, okay, this one, this is a third year experiment for mechanical engineering. Okay, so firstly, This is the radiometer reading, the temperature, and now I want temperature in Kelvin, which is I put here the temperature in Kelvin. You must plus with 273.15. So the basic operation is equal. I want this temperature to add 273.15 equal. Enter. Okay, and then I want to autofill the below. So this one is 66 plus 273.15. Okay, and now that is for Kelvin. For the QB, okay, you can see. Oh wait, I forgot to mention. This one is for experimental, and this one is for. Wait, this one is for experiment. One is theoretical. Okay, theoretical we use formula. Experimental we use the formula that we get from the experiment. Okay, so QB is equals to 2 times the asterisk times 5.59 times the radiometer reading 20, which is this part 27, and then equal. So you will get the, so I autofill, that's double click or you can drag. Okay, and then settle for the Q part, theoretical part. Okay, this formula is quite hard. So sigma times with Ts power of 4 minus Ta power of 4, which is Ta is 29. Okay, so to answer this, to put it in the formula, okay, if you can use Excel, okay, this one, if you don't know how to use Excel, you will press the calculator repeatedly. If this data have 5 or 6, then you will repeat the formula 5 to 6 times, which is consume so much time. If you have Excel, you just need to insert the formula once and then just autofill everything. So how do I do it? Bracket, I want 5 point, the sigma. This is a Stephen Boltzmann constant, as I remember. 674 times with the 10 to the power of negative 8. And then close the bracket times with the Ts power of 4. The unit must be in Kelvin. So Ts power of 4 in Kelvin is here to the power of 4. Okay, minus Ta must be in Kelvin. So bracket 29 here, because this is 29 ambient temperature plus 273.15, so that it will be in Kelvin to the power of 4, and then close the bracket. Okay, so enter. This is the Q that we get from theoretical, and then I can autofill. Okay, so this one, it has so many decimal points. Okay, if you are good in Excel, you can already press this one so that you will only have 2 decimal points. Okay, percentage difference. The formula is modulus theoretical minus experimental over theoretical. So theoretical is this Q. So don't forget to put equal. Bracket theoretical minus experimental. Theoretical we get is Q minus experimental is QB. Close the bracket over theoretical, which is Q again, times 100. You will get this one. Okay. Okay. Double click the autofill and then decrease the decimal point to up to 2 decimal point. Okay, as you can see here, percentage difference. Okay, you can see this is so big because 72 and 301, the percentage difference is so high, but 277 and 301 is not that high, so that's why it's 8%. This is 350%. But this is in negative value. How can the percentage difference is negative? So to change that, what you can do is, okay, the modulus part, we can put function absolute. Okay, you can see returns to absolute value, and then open the bracket and close the bracket. And then equal, you will get the positive value. Just add absolute function here. And then just right click, double click here to autofill, and then the answer will be all positive. So this is the answer. You can check by using the calculator so that you are not wrong. Okay, that's it for the exercise. So let us. Do you have any question about the exercise? The temperature is in Kelvin. Okay. So other than that, do you have any more question regarding exercise? If no, I can continue.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes.
can you perform the VLOOKUP again?
Okay. Perform the VLOOKUP again. Testing. Okay. One delete. Okay. VLOOKUP, the function is to look up the value that you want. For example, okay, here I think it's better. I want to find Zulaika name. Okay. Zulaika's name. Oh, it copies this value. Don't need to copy. Yeah. Okay, Zulaika. Okay, what I want to see is the name and department. Department. Okay. This one shortcut format painter. If you want to copy the exact format, I don't want it format the bold, the red. I want just like this. Okay, format painter, and then just click the cell. Okay, so that it copies the format of the cell. Okay, name, department. So I want to only see Zulaika's department. I don't want to see everything. And it's hard to find Zulaika's name here. For example, if there are so many names, so VLOOKUP equals VLOOKUP. Okay, like I mentioned, if you want to use the VLOOKUP, for the first part is what do you want to find, which is Zulaika, and the table, which is this table, the column that you want to see, which is the third column. We select the table from here, name, year of study, and department. So first, second, third. And then just put 0 here or false. So VLOOKUP, I want to find Zulaika's name, comma, the table starting from here, just the content only, the important content, comma. So this is the first column, second column, and third column. I want to get the third column, comma, and then 0. Close the bracket and then equal. You will get Zulaika's department. I can also find this department, just put this name here, and then it will show Vin's department. Okay, is it clear? Or am I going too fast?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Welcome, no problem. So
Yeah.
I will continue.
Yeah, would like to ask, is the target we are finding case sensitive?
Again?
We are finding Zulaika, right? So
Yeah.
that is it case sensitive?
Oh, just now I test, it does not seem like it. I think there is no case sensitive. Okay, let's try Zulaika. You can get this value. So it does not have case sensitive. So I don't know why my first try is error, but then my second try is okay. So for Iqbal, I check again. Iqbal, you can see it's Iqbal's department. I don't know why the first trial I get it wrong.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. So let's move on. Okay, this one, put border, the header, bold. Okay. Okay. So now I will teach you about the data tools. Oh wait, time. Okay. Data tool, you can goes to the data and then filter. Okay, select this entire this one. Select this entire table and then goes to the filter. You can see there will be the small arrow here. Okay, if the data in here, okay, for example, if I don't select this table, I want only this column filter. Okay, it will be show small arrow here. Okay, if there is number, this you can sort by smallest to largest or largest to smallest. For example, 1, 2, 3 is already smallest to largest. So what if I want to largest to smallest? You will see this. You want to expand the selection or continue with the current selection. The difference is expand the selection, the entire column, entire table will be changed according to your sorting. But if you continue with the current selection, only this column is changed. For example, okay, continue with current selection. Start. So this number changes. I undo and then I sorting again, largest to smallest, but I want to expand the selection. So you can see Zulaika's name will be up here. Sort. See, the entire table is moved. So it's better. And then you can also...
Sorry, Mr. Cairo.
yeah?
Sorry for
Yeah.
interrupting. We have a question in the chat box. Can you answer it?
What if there is a lot of data? Is there a quicker way to select all the important data for the VLOOKUP function? Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention that. There is a shortcut key. Okay. Maybe Daryl, you mean to select this entire table faster, right? Okay, I think that is. The shortcut key is I forgot the shortcut. I think the shortcut key is Control Shift. Okay, I put here. Shortcut selection. Control plus Shift plus arrow key. So from this one, okay, I want to select this one, Control Shift arrow key. Okay, and then it will goes to the end part and then below. See, it goes so fast. For example, if I want to select this entire, okay, you can direct hold like this if the data is small, but if there is thousands, you can just Control Shift and then arrow key to the right, arrow key to the below. It will select the entire table. Okay, this one you can delete later. So again, from this, Control Shift arrow key to the right, arrow key to the below. Okay, so let's see for the VLOOKUP function. Okay. Is there someone to talk? Okay. Just Control Shift. Press here. Control Shift to the right. Control Shift to the below, and then enter. Okay. Yes. Is there someone? Okay, I don't think so. Where am I? Okay. this filter. Okay, if the column is contains numbers, then the sorting smallest to largest. But if this column contains alphabets, so filter, okay, you will have A to Z or Z to A. Okay, that is the difference. You can also sort by color. It's not important, or you can just select this one and then filter everything. Okay, this is the filter. Uh, if you press here, okay, you only want to see the first year student, so just press 1 and then press OK. All the data that is not related to the first year will be hide. So it only shows what do you want to see. So that is filter. Okay, now I undo, Control Z. Okay, or you want only see Vince and Zulaika's name. So I untick Iqbal and then press OK. See? And then you can see only Vince and Zulaika, or you can just search. If there is so many data, okay, I want to see Vince only. So just search his name and then you can see this Vince. Untick and wait. Wait, I forgot what to I tell you. Okay, if I untick Vince here, you can search his name by typing like this, or you can search by scrolling here. You can find here. Okay, so that is sorting and filtering. That is good if you want to analyze the data. So now I will move on to the chart. Okay, to the chart. The one thing you can do for you to create the chart, can just select this data and then go to the insert and press this recommended chart. Okay, then it will recommend maybe this chart is the suitable one. You can choose, if you are lazy, you can choose this one, or just use go to all chart, see if you want any type of chart. Okay, I will explain to you. Okay, column chart. Okay, for example, I want this one. So this is a column chart. Okay, again, insert and recommended goes to the all chart. Okay, so this is how you select a column chart. Column chart is suitable if you want to compare the discrete data. Okay, the data is not in range. The data, for example, boys and girls, this is continuous data. Column data, for example, the number of boys versus the number of girls. So you can see here, this is number of boys, number of girls, if you want to compare. So column chart is more suitable for that comparison. Again, recommended chart. Okay, all chart. Okay, it has a stack column. Stack column, all the for example, if you put boys and girl, so it will stack here in the same column. It will stack. Okay, I can just play around with this. Okay, this one is 3D. Okay, and then this is a line chart. Line chart is for the continuous data. If you want the data to be connecting to each other using line. Okay, it has stack line. Okay, you can just play around with this. Okay, so this is pie chart. Pie chart, the function is to show the proportion similar like the column chart. For example, this boys is more than girls. So pie chart is more suitable, but pie chart is not suitable if the items, you want to compare 5 to 6 items. Then the pie chart is going to be so messy. So that's better you use column. And then bar is similar like column. It just goes horizontal. Area is similar like a line chart. But the difference is it has shaded the below the graph. See? It's shaded. Okay. And the chart that I want that important in engineering is scatter plot. Scatter chart. Okay, you can see there are many types. Okay, we usually don't use this bubble chart. Okay, we only use this scatter. I only use this one. Maybe you might use this one. This one, I don't know. So, but I don't usually do my chart like this. Okay, so delete. How do I do it? For example, I do it from scratch. So I go to the insert, and then oh, you can go to the provided chart. Okay, you can see this is the column chart. This is the line chart, pie chart. Okay, but this is the scatter plot that important in the lab report. So scatter, I usually use this one. Up to you. You want to use which type? Okay, now this is scatter plot. So what is the data? Okay, so I will show you how to add the data. Right click goes to the select data. Okay, right click goes to the select data, and then it will show this. Add the data here. Okay, so first it will ask you the series name. So I want velocity and kinetic energy. So you can type velocity versus kinetic energy, or you can leave it blank. Doesn't matter. It is not required. X values. I want the X values to be the kinetic energy. So this range, you can select this range. And then I want the Y values to be the velocity. Okay. Goes to press here the up button, and then select this one. Okay. And then press OK. Okay. So this is the plot, the scatter plot. Uh, okay. Why the engineering wants to see the scatter plot? Because this scatter plot you can get the trend line. Okay. This if you want to add as this letter, you can add here. So you can put velocity here, velocity, and then you can also put this as kinetic energy, kinetic. Okay, and then at here you can also put data labels here. Error bar, you don't have to. Grid line, you can show, you can hide the grid line if you don't want, or you can add measure, vertical and horizontal. If you want to add minor horizontal, if you want to add minor vertical, but I usually don't. We usually only use measure. And then legend, legend is to label. If the data has so many label, then you might need to use this legend so that it will show this name. But for this one, it only has one data, so you don't have to put the legend here. This trend line, okay, this is what we want. You can just choose this one. Okay, it is different than the line chart because the line chart, it connecting all the scatter plot, but in the scatter plot, it connects all the all the plots, but in this scatter plot, you can get the trend line. We don't want this plot to connect to each other. We just want to see the what is called as the best fit, the line of best fit, I think, the name. So you can more option. You can go to the here. Okay, this pin icon is if you want to format the background. Okay, this one if you want to put an effect, 3D effect, usually we don't. And this one if you want to the option of the trend line. If you want the data to be exponential, if you want to be the linear, logarithmic, okay, we usually just want to linear. And you can get the equation here. Equation of linear is y equals to mx plus c. So this is the equation. That is what we want. Also, you can also forecast this line. For example, I want to forecast to another 10. Okay, wait. Another 1000, I think. Okay, see, the line is extend so that you can forecast what the data should be here. If you want to forecast, but we usually don't. Maybe in the other department, you might need that. Okay, you can also, okay, this one doesn't matter. What we want is the y equals to mx plus c. So you can put in the lab report. Okay, other than that, you can play around with the formatting. You can, you can goes to the ribbon, goes to the format. You can play around with this formatting. Okay, because of the time, you can explore by yourself. You can format here. Format here, you can choose. Wait, right click, no, double click to this chart, and then it will shows this advanced option. Okay, double click to this chart, you can go to the advanced option. Okay, before you formatting the chart, you might need to know this. Okay, this is where the title, chart title, this is the axis title. Okay, this January, February, March, we call it as a horizontal axis. And this number 240,000, this we call it as a vertical axis. And then this point, you can see the box here, we call it as a data point. And this line connect to each other, we call it as a data series. Data series is a combination of several data points. This is the legend. See, because we have two type of data, 1 and 2, so we need to use legends. The blue one is indicates the income, and the orange one is indicate the profit margin. Okay. Okay, you can see there are two types of vertical axis. This one we call it as a primary axis, and this one is the secondary axis. Also, the entire chart we call it as a chart area, and this small box here we call it as a plot area. Okay, so goes to this part again. So if you want to formatting, can double click, and then you can go to here. See, you want to edit the chat area. Chat area, you can see the box, the small box inside this. For example, I want to fill it with solid fill. Or no fill. You can also go to the horizontal. Okay. Chat area, horizontal axis. Okay, you want to play around with the. Wait, what happened? Okay. Vertical axis. See this one? You can goes to the axis option. You can color. See the color that exists. Or you want to set the minimum. Okay, you don't want the data to start at 0. So want to start at 10. So the data will start at 10. Okay, you can format like this. So that's why I taught you all of this label, so that you know which part that you need to format. Okay, lastly, I want to show you about the logarithmic scale. Okay, maybe in the civil or the chemical might use it, but mechanical, as far as I know, never use the logarithmic scale. For example, this chart. Okay, you can see the chart. You can see the difference between the 2 points. This point is very close to each other. You can see, but this point is very far. Okay, you see the data. Number of years, 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, 26 years. They are so far. So how do we make it closer? Number of years is the horizontal axis. Okay, so double click, and then you can, okay, the axis option, you goes to the logarithmic scale. So the data will be closer like this. So you can see the data more clear. If you close, you cannot see this data. But if you press it, you click here, you can see the data distance is closer. Okay, other than that, okay, first, I teach you how to copy and paste data. Okay, I hope I have enough time. For example, I want to copy this one and then paste to the Word file. Okay. So if I want to paste, there are several type of copy and paste. Okay. Keep source formatting is you want to keep the formatting that you do in the Excel. Use destination style. is the formatting in the Word file. Okay, keep source formatting from the Excel. Use destination style. You will get the word. Link and keep source formatting. You similar format, but if you change the name here, for example, I want to change Vince to no Iqbal. I want to change to Iqbal A, so that the word also change to Iqbal A. So that is paste link and keep formatting. So copy again. Okay, and then this one, okay, link and use destination style, and then lastly is picture. I usually use picture so that okay to close the what I call the filter. Okay, copy and then I paste it as a picture. This one is what I usually use. So the data is in the picture. Okay, so it means that you cannot edit anymore if you are pasting in picture. But if you paste like this, you can still edit. Okay, other than that, oh, similar like chart. If you copy the chart, okay, you can paste. Wait, paste. Okay, there are several. The same option, use destination dim, keep source formatting, use destination dim. Okay, I usually just put picture because I don't want to link the file, but it's up to you. You can explore one by one. This one, okay. I usually just put picture. I will do all formatting in the Excel and then I will just copy as picture in this Microsoft Word. Okay. The last thing is, okay. I have enough time. So last thing that I want to show you, you can insert Excel in the Word. Okay. Just goes to the insert, goes to the object, and then okay, go object type, you goes to the Microsoft Excel worksheet and then press OK. And then you will embed Microsoft Excel in the Microsoft Word. So you can see this Excel is in the Word. You can copy like for example put anything here. Okay, this is the Excel in the Word. Or you can put it as a icon. For example, insert and then goes to the object, goes to the Microsoft Excel worksheet, display as icon. Okay. So, for example, okay, if I click this icon, it goes automatically to the Excel. Okay. And lastly, insert object. Okay. Create from the existing file. So I want the exercise, for example, the exercise part. So this is the exercise worksheet. Or you can do insert object existing file. Again check exercise insert display as icon. So okay. So if you press here, you can automatically goes to the exercise worksheet. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for coming to my workshop, and thank you for the committee for inviting me. So I pass back to you, Shiva.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Karu, for such a compact and informative workshop. We hope the attendees enjoyed tonight's session and managed to gain more knowledge on how to use the Microsoft Excel to its full capacity. So now let's move on to our next session, which is Q&A session. Reminder to all the attendees, if you have any more questions, please drop your questions in the chat box. Thank you. Alright, it looks like we don't have any more questions from the attendees, so let us move on to our next session. Moving on, I would like to ask the attendees to scan the QR code on the screen and fill in the feedback form.
Sorry to interrupt. I have one last thing to say. I forgot. There's a question asked by some attendees about the spreadsheet, Google Docs, Google spreadsheet. What is the difference between the Google spreadsheet and this Microsoft Excel? Okay, I can say it's the function is similar, but Microsoft Excel is more superior because it has more function. You can do more in the Microsoft Excel, but the best thing in the Google spreadsheet, you can collaborate with someone easily. Just give them the link and then you can edit the file together simultaneously at the same time. And it is completely free, but Microsoft Excel, you need to pay, but we as student get the Microsoft for free. So I think better for you to use the Microsoft Excel for now. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cairo, for the enlightenment. Okay, next, I would like to request all the attendees to turn on your camera for a quick photography session. It will be a quick one, so please do not leave the meeting as we have a couple more announcements after this.
Alright guys, ready? 3, 2, 1. Again, 3, 2, 1. Okay, again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, next slide, Jeremy.
Thank you all. Following are the upcoming events by TF21. Even though the registration for the esports is already closed, you can still watch and support your friend in the final round on the stated date. Meanwhile, you can still register for Alumni
Next
Forum,
page.
which will be held on 30th October, LinkedIn Workshop on 31st October, and not to forget the Engineering Festival closing
Next
ceremony,
page.
which will be held on 3rd November using our link tree. Following that, here are some limited edition merchandise from TF21. If you're interested, you can scan the QR code on the screen to place your order. Finishing off, I would like to thank all the attendees for attending tonight's workshop and our instructor for his time. I hope with all the knowledge that has been shared by Mr. Cairo during this session can be applied by the attendees so you can be the competent member in your group assignments. I hope to see you in future and have a good night rest. Thank you.